Hello, and welcome to Turkish Films Chess Channel, Daily Chess episode 22. Let's jump into it. Blitz Chess. We're currently 1701, which is very good. We're facing a 1712. So we're going to go for Indian game. Okay. Knight's variation. He's going here. I think that means I need to break over here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. He's taking some time over on this side of the board. So we're kind of going back into, well, not quite. I'll play this move. And we'll close up the central lines. We'll give ourselves a good bishop. If I move the bishop, there's a little bit of an issue. That then he takes, and I wasted a little bit of time. So I could play h6, stopping the bishop, denying the bishop this square. I could play b6. I think I like h6 a little bit better, just because I do want to protect this knight. Although maybe I should have reserved that to play a move like this. Okay. Now I'll play b6. I feel sort of comfortable playing this move. It defends this guy, and lets me fianchetto my bishop. Okay. So he comes in. If takes and takes, I'm happy about that. Everything seems fine. So now I'll move my bishop. I'll move it to f3, to d6, and we'll castle. So things seem fairly normal in this position. Sort of just a regular boring-ish position. Now there's a reason why I can't play c5. I don't want to really do that for this pawn's sake. Also, this bishop is then eternally kind of suffering. Okay. What are his weaknesses? Well, that pawn could be weak. The center looks fine. That pawn could need a little bit of targeting in the future. What are our weaknesses? Well, we're going to have some kind of c-pawn situation here coming up pretty quick. But everything else seems sort of fine. So I don't really feel I need to rush anywhere on the board, which is a nice position to be in. But if he wants to play e4, I think I can just let him play e4. I don't care about e4. Also, we got to look at sacrifices here, maybe. If my queen goes to c2. Does my queen want to go there now? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think my queen's doing anything here that it can't do on c7, and this just connects the rooks. And I'm defending my bishop. So I don't think that queen c2 is such an outrageous move. Okay, if he takes, he has a lot of pieces against that. So I'm kind of tempted to take, although that would mean that his knight becomes very, very happy. So we could defend the pawn again, like this. We could just push, and then his knight has to retreat. Do I hate that? See, I like the idea of pushing, because then my knight gets to a really nice square on b3. But I don't know what my knight's exactly doing on b3. That's one problem. And my bishop is just so sad. My bishop can, however, reroute to put pressure here. So I think I'm going to go with this plan. We're going to play this move. Our knight can reroute to that square. I don't think we have to do it immediately. Yeah, I don't think it's immediate. I don't think he ever wants to push that guy because he's weakening this guy quite a bit. So now that I feel like we kind of understand the queen side a little bit better, if he ever plays this move, we can play this move. Or maybe not. We need our knight here to defend this square. I think we should bring our rook in towards the center. Because I don't think our play is coming on this side of the board. I think our play is coming in the center. And he goes for this break. If I go here, takes. If he pushes forward, then I put my knight there and he can win a pawn. I guess he isn't concerned about this pawn. So I thought my knight moved. And I'm threatening to put my knight on a good square, and I'm threatening the pawn there. Yeah. d5 is open, but my bishop now has new life. I thought this was okay. Also, that pawn's weak. This pawn seems a little bit harder for him to attack. I guess my rook does have to go back over, which is kind of a waste of time. But overall, I didn't think it was too bad. Also, these pawns plus bishop really do a good job at defending all the entry squares that he could ever want. My dog's at the door. Okay. So my idea... Okay, so he's trying to, I think, force this through. But he's also looking over at that pawn. I think he has a point about that pawn. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. Maybe I should sacrifice first. If he sacrifices, I'll sacrifice. No, I don't think that's quite right. So I don't want to overreact. So let's look. If takes, am I getting checkmated? Well, that guy's undefended. And if I save him like this, then he's got a lot of pressure against me. But since my knight moved, I think I can just play f6 and I'll be happy. I'll be fine. So that definitely is where we want to put pressure. So we're going to reroute back over to put more pressure on that guy. My bishop's doing a good job keeping his rook at bay. Yeah. So either knight can jump in here. His knight might end up there, actually. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so he's saying if you want to take the pawn, then you have to give up your bishop. I'd rather not give up my bishop. So the question is, do I want it on this diagonal or do I want it back here? I think I definitely want it here. And this is like a weird place to be, but it controls this square, which is important to me. But also it sort of prevents him from putting a rook here to defend that square super easily. So I don't mind that at all, actually. Also, my knight's coming in to attack it even more. So unless this sacrifice is just super working for him and I'm just dead, I'm fairly happy with how this is going. So I think now my knight comes in. Okay. Checks, captures, threats. We have no checks. He has no checks. We have one capture, but that looks bad. Captures, captures, my queen captures. We can put our bishop here, attacking his rook. And then his rook has to go somewhere. And that just would be always repeating, I think. Yeah, it'd be always repeating. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I'm going to go here. I don't think his sacrifice is good. Also, I'm putting just so much pressure here. So much pressure. Okay, this is interesting. So I can take that. I feel like there's some tactical blow that I have here. Like this is super weak. We're attacking the base of this pawn chain. Bishop there, attacking the rook maybe. I'm going to attack the rook first. And then I'll take the bishop. I mean, this square looks like I can look so free. Takes, queen takes. But the question is, what's the follow-up? And I'm not seeing a very clear follow-up. One advantage that I do see is the b file, that we can take that over. His bishop is kind of stunted, and seems like it will be for a lot of the game. Yeah. So I think a move he might be interested in making is a move like this. Trying to get rid of my bishop pair, which I completely understand. How to respond to that? I would have to move my bishop back this way. That's a very odd move. I'm very confused by that move. Because now when I take the rook... Okay, and like that's the fork that I mean that's really good, but I can't do that right now. So he's saying I shouldn't take this? And he just wasted time? Didn't he just waste time? Confusing. Okay. And we'll trade the last pair of rooks. I have two bishops. It's not quite an open position, but his weaknesses are very, very clear to see. My weaknesses are not as clear to see. That's a threat. Oh, if knight here, I think I can just play that. Oh, whoa, actually I'm seeing a line where knight here, here, queen there. That's a bit of an issue. And so we can play queen. Oh, then we can just take this. And if queen takes, we're happy, and if pawn takes, we take here. Okay. No, I think we're fine. I think we're winning this pawn. That pawn's always weak, like super duper weak. That's a fork. Queen here looks like the response. Or just queen here right away. I kind of like queen here right away because it also attacks that pawn and seems to freeze him. Like he just seems really out of moves there. But I'm not actually seeing how we actually will win this pawn, which is kind of frustrating. But I think I would like a queen trade. He's not going to give it to me, but I think I do want a queen trade. After here, the queen goes to the corner. There's knight to d2 to worry about. But I don't have very many doubts that this is the right move. Queen here. Seems right. So queen here, and then I'm thinking something like queen here. To stop those ideas, just make sure we're not hanging anything. Okay. Also, we can prepare this kind of thing if we want, but for right now, we're attacking this pawn. Oh, I could have just taken the pawn. That's really foolish. I could have just taken the pawn right away. Yikes. That's really bad. That's just a hanging pawn. Yeah, so the plan is something like bishop takes and then queen takes there is a big threat. Yeah, that's just really sloppy. After I play this move and he goes away, just take that pawn. And then we're threatening queen there, trading queens. We're up a pawn. That one's forever weak. That would have just been a really dominant position. We will take this pawn. Right? Take that pawn. Okay. And if here... No, my queen's not trapped. I was worried my queen was trapped for a second. Oh, it's definitely not trapped. Oof. That would hurt real bad. Okay. So his queen is acting like it's coming in. I don't think it actually is, though. It can go to this square, which is a little bit disturbing. We should try to get rid of that possibility and play bishop back here. Like this. This also gives us the option of playing queen back here, which I like, which attacks this pawn and that pawn. This just stops the queen from ever coming in, doing anything. Yeah. So for now, we're just up a pawn in a strategically very, very good position for us. His queen can't enter the position. Okay. Like we said, we're going to attack these guys. Also, that check was really good. Actually, that check was just winning. Like I said, I just moved too quickly. Check. He's got to go there. Check. He's got to go there. He allows this. Oh, but now it doesn't win. Because after check... Wait a second. Can I use this bishop now? Takes, check. Oh, this would win the knight here. Check. Yep. King's got to go there. And I think we can take the knight. Okay. That's a nice knight. The queen just repeated, which is very strange to me. I want to target that guy. Kind of difficult at the moment. My queen doesn't have a lot of good moves, which is a little bit disturbing. But it's not the end of the world. My queen has no moves? What? Okay, let's just go back. Oh, wait a second. Is there kind of a nasty line? There's kind of a nasty line, I think. We'll go here, though. Here. Always repeat. My queen wants to go home. And it does. Attacking this pawn. I only have 34 seconds. That's one of my main problems. I'm always super low on time. Okay, we're just going to advance our pawns. Don't have a lot else to do. Make our king safe. Here. If he wants it, he can have it. That just helps me. Oh my gosh, I'm so low on time. I don't know how to win this position. Okay, my bishop's gonna go there instead. Winston, can you not? That's my dog. Yeah, 12.5 seconds. Not very long on the clock at all. Definitely like to have much more time. But generally speaking, that's our plan. And it's fairly unstoppable, as it seems. Okay, now we can't lose, which is good. I think we can't lose if we just do this. But he can just keep repeating too, and my time is just going to slowly tick down. So that's not a good strat. So now I think we can win. Takes... Oh no! Oh no! That's so sad. Oh, if I took the pawn it'd be a draw. But I let him queen, and so it's... Oh my goodness. I thought I pre-moved taking the pawn. That's unfortunate. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This has been Turkish Films Bliss Chess, episode 22. Hope you enjoyed, and stay Turkish.